Good evening, students. Am I audible in the last? So today we will start with number system, basic. Online students, am I audible? Just write yes in comment. Today there is no handout. Okay, so we start with number system. Basic, mainly 6th, 7th, 8th standard. Okay, so the very basic unit we have natural number. That all of you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are natural number. Next is whole number. So in this natural number, I think all of you know, whole number, natural number, integer. If we add 0 in natural number, we get whole number. So that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is whole number. Third unit is integer. Where we have negative integer plus whole number. If we add negative integer in this whole number, we get a complete set of integer. So we have -1, -2, -3. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Very basic thing, but in our examination hall, like they ask this thing, maybe because of presence of mind or because like we are in hurry. Some student they miss that point. Like they ask last to last year, 3 consecutive natural number, how many pair of, you can write this question. How many pair of 3 consecutive integers? How many pairs of 3 consecutive integers are possible such that sum of these 3 integers is equal to product of these 3 integers. Is this question clear, or anyone like here, category 1 student especially, facing the problem to understand the question? कुछ पूछ कह रहा है, how many pair of 3 consecutive integer are possible such that when you add this 3 integer or you multiply, you get the same value. Can anyone tell me? 1, 2, 3. See here, if you come across some GK, IQ test on social media or maybe any of the book, this many students they know 1, 2, 3. And it is very interesting, or it like very common thing also, 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3 are 3 consecutive natural number, and this is the only consecutive natural number, 1, 2, 3. This is the only pair of 3 consecutive natural number, where sum of these 3 natural number and multiplication is same. This is 1, 2, 3. You cannot tell me any other pair, because the moment you increase, I'm saying consecutive natural number. You have to listen very carefully. Same thing is regarding examination hall. So 1, 2, 3 is the only pair of 3 consecutive natural number, where when you add 1 plus 2 plus 3, your total is 6. When you multiply, here multiplication is also 6 equal. Because if you try 2, 3, 4, your multiplication भी bigger value, फिर आपका multiplication बड़ा होता जाएगा. 2 into 3, like here 6, 6 into 4, 24. But when you add 2 plus 3 plus 4, 9. But what UPSC has done, UPSC trapped some of the students, those who have half knowledge, those who have listened about this, that 3 consecutive natural number 1, 2, 3 is the only pair. कई बार only पे stress होता है ना, we have a stress on only, and we know this knowledge, and when we have knowledge we cannot see what is actually asked. And here students, some of them, they know this 1, 2, 3 वाला fact, जिसको पता था, they mark answer 1 pair, and they were confident also. They thought like ये तो पढ़ा हुआ था, and they got negative marking for that. Why? Because they have not asked 3 consecutive natural number. In UPSC question they ask 3 consecutive integer. So you have to be careful. छोटी सी चीज है, but here you have to read each and every word very carefully. Even last year there was a question from the clock. Clock से एक question था. Generally in clock what we study, that when the hour and minute hand will coincide, hour and minute hand we study. But they made a change in one of the statement. They written minute hand and the second hand. Some students, they have not read that second hand properly and they got wrong answer. So here we target less question, but you have to read each and every word very carefully. आते हुए गलत हो गया ना. 1, 2, 3, that is the only pair of consecutive natural number. But when it comes to 3 consecutive integer, one pair is this 1, 2, 3. Yes, ये integer भी तो है. These are natural number, but these are integer also. So one pair is 1, 2, 3, where you add and you multiply, you get the same value 6 and 6. Can anyone tell me any other pair of consecutive integer? -3, -2, -1, -1, -2, -3. When you take total, you get -6. When you multiply, -1 into -2 into -3, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. I think all of you know. अगर आप माइनस को 2 बार मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे, माइनस इंटू माइनस बिकम प्लस, बट प्लस फर्दर मल्टीप्लाई विद नेगेटिव विल बिकम नेगेटिव. सो हियर -6. दिस इज सेकंड पेयर. कैन एनीवन सजेस्ट मी एनी अदर पेयर? -1, 0, +1. थर्ड पेयर हियर इज -1, 0, +1. So here also if you take addition, -1 + 1, 0 + 0, 0, and you multiply any integer with 0, it is 0. So answer for that question was 3 pair because of the word consecutive integer. So sometime half knowledge is very dangerous. You have to read word very carefully in UPSC exam. They have not asked 3 consecutive natural number, they asked 3 consecutive integer. Is this clear? The word integer. ठीक है, सिंपल चीज थी, ज्यादा कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं थी, बट हियर यू हैव टू बी मोर केयरफुल. सो हियर नेचुरल नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, होल नंबर 0, 1, 2, 3, इंटीजर्स, नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स एंड होल नंबर. ऑल ऑफ यू ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज रिपीट. हो गया? नाउ नेक्स्ट इज now numbers we divide in 2 parts. Here we have real number, here we have imaginary number. Imaginary number like under root -1, under root -2, under root -3, under root of negative integer. These are called imaginary number. Under root -1 is iota. And here we are not bothered about this. Even for cat also, it is not required. Okay. what we study only real number in detail in aptitude. Like they might increase difficulty level of CSAT in any direction, then also I can ensure you they will never ask a question on imaginary number. Okay, because it is not a part of aptitude we have actually. So we study about real number in detail. Now the real number we divide in two parts: rational and irrational number. As I already told you, like starting 3 classes I will take basic. If you already know, take it like your revision. If you don't know, then you will not trouble us later. Today only I will tell you what are rational number, what are irrational. Or those who already know what are rational number, can you tell me the definition of rational number? P by Q under root 2 by 1. This is P by Q and Q is not equal to 0. Can we call this as rational number? No. Tell me the complete definition of rational number. Integers. See, what is the definition of rational number we have? If you want to write, you can write. A rational number are those where we can express in the form of P by Q, means numerator by denominator. Where P and Q both integer. In the last, is it visible? उसमें दिख रहा है ना? Yes, we can write in the form of P by Q, but next point is where P and Q both integer, and next is Q not equal to 0. Why we say Q cannot be 0? If the moment Q is 0, then what it become? Infinity. 2 by 0, 3 by 0, these are infinity. So example like 2 by 3, minus 4 by 1, 5 by 7, 5 by 1. So all these are example of rational number. Even minus 4 upon 1 is also a rational number. I ask you, 2 upon minus 3. Tell me whether it is a rational number or irrational number. Rational. Minus 3 is integer, doesn't matter. You can have a negative integer in denominator. That is not a problem. Both has to be integer, and what denominator cannot be 0. That is the point. So this is the definition of rational number. Here we express in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both integer, but Q cannot be 0. Whereas irrational number, here we cannot express this in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both integer and Q is not equal to 0. Idea hereby, when you check the definition like this, but understand, like here, out of either numerator or denominator, any one is not integer या दोनों integer ना हो. When both are integer, rational, except Q equal to 0. But in this case, example, I give you example, then you can understand. Under root 2 upon 1. You cannot say, sir, 1 is integer. I need both integer. Then it is not rational. अगर दोनों integer होंगे, then only it is rational. Otherwise, it is irrational. Similarly, 1 upon under root 2. Tell me whether 1 upon under root 2 we take it as rational or irrational. Irrational. Under root 3 upon under root 2. It has to be irrational. दोनों ही integer नहीं है. For rational, both has to be integer. If numerator is other than integer, or denominator is other than integer, or both are other than integer, then it come under the category of irrational number. You understand rational. Irrational को समझने का एक तरीका है. जो rational नहीं है वो irrational है. Under this real number, You have only two subset, rational, irrational, and there is no overlapping. Like in our course, Venn diagram में overlapping वाला area होता है. There are the students those who have taken exclusively offline. There are the students they have taken access of only online. There are the students they have taken hybrid. तो इसमें क्या overlapping है, hybrid. But in this case there is no overlapping. ऐसा नहीं, you cannot tell me any example which can be rational also, irrational also. Either it will be rational or irrational. कोई भी ऐसा नंबर है ही नहीं कि जो like here rational भी हो सकता है, irrational भी. Either it is rational or irrational. ये इस तरह का डिपार्टमेंट है. This is real number. These are rational. जो rational नहीं है वो irrational. So how I understood irrational? That which are not rational. And for rational, what is required? Numerator, denominator, both has to be integer, but there is an exception that denominator cannot be 0. So if I have any other type of number, under root 2, under root 3, under root 7, second thing, how I remember irrational number? With example. Sometimes it is easy to remember some concept with example. उसका example दिमाग में बैठा लो, concept clear हो जाता है. तो here under root 2, under root 3. Pi. Pi is an irrational number. Yes sir, pi is an irrational number. 22/7. किसी और को ये डाउट है 22/7? क्या हमारी सारी स्कूलिंग बेकार थी? स्कूल में मेरे को भी यही पढ़ाया गया था. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं अलग स्कूल में पढ़ा हूं. Here my school teacher told me value of pi is 22/7. Where we know 22 is integer, 7 is integer, which has to be rational number. आज मैं इस स्टेज पे आपको कह रहा हूं pi is irrational number. गड़बड़ का है. Here this 22/7 is not the exact value of pi. वो 3.14 जो बोल रहे हो वो भी exact value नहीं है pi की. That also approximate value. This 22/7 is approximate value of pi. Why we have taken this? So that you can solve question on circle, sphere. And when you do question on geometry mensuration, most of the question of circle you find radius is a multiple of 7. ज्यादातर क्वेश्चन में आपको रेडियस 7 का मल्टीपल मिलेगा. ध्यान से देखना. 70, 35, 21, 40. तो here 22/7 is approximate value of pi. Even the decimal you have heard 3.14. That is not an exact value. I tell you what is exact value of pi. Exact value of pi is 180 degree. Pi is not integer representation. Pi integer representation है ही नहीं. It is actually approximate value of pi. It is not exact value of pi. Exact value of pi is 180 degree. Wait. See here, school days might be have studied statistics part. Statistics पढ़ा होगा. If by mistake you attended those classes, जिसने की होगी टेबल, बार ग्राफ, पाई चार्ट. ठीक है. Here, either you call this is pie chart, या इसको ये भी बोल सकते हो पाई चार्ट. It is same pie. A circular representation is called pie chart. Here, what is the total angle here? 360 degree. So actually angular representation is a pi representation. एक परसेंटेज की टर्म में परसेंटेशन होता है, ये angular representation. Pi is actually angle. Angular representation is known as pi representation. It is total 2 pi. Like nowadays we have these many engineers. Not only these many, these many. ये ट्रेंड चल रहा है. तो here if it is 2 pi, we can say it is 3/2 pi. 1.5 pi जो है वो engineers है. Or like this is like from others background, 90 degree angle. So can we say what is angular representation here? Half pi. Can we say it is pi/2? It is half pi angle. 90 degree is pi का आधा. 180 degree is pi. Pi is actually 180 degree. Okay. 22/7 we take, but that is a approximate value, not exact value. अगर कोई आपसे बोले what is exact value of pi, 180 degree. If in exam there is a statement pi is a rational number or pi is irrational number, pi is irrational. Pi is irrational. Might be you can see the t-shirts of the people, काफी अच्छी अच्छी वर्डिंग लिखी होती है. कभी देखा सर आपने क्यूटी पाई लिखा होता है? फोकस्ड हो आप, क्यूटी पाई, और उसके ऊपर आप देखना ध्यान से ऐसा लिखा हो, ऐसा कुछ बना हो, और यहाँ लिखा हुआ ऐसे क्यूटी पाई. दैट वर्ड क्यूटी पाई इज नॉट फॉर दैट पर्सन जिसने वो टी शर्ट पहनी है. क्यूटी पाई वर्ड इसके लिए, इस एंगल के लिए. पाई इज एंगुलर रिप्रेजेंटेशन. ओके, पूछते ना कितनी डिग्री की स्माइल है, तो दैट पूछ सकते हो कितनी पाई की स्माइल है. डिग्री, एंगल, तो पाई इज एक्चुअली 180 डिग्री. अच्छा मैं बताता हूँ पाई है क्या एक्चुअली. यू कैन राइट पाई इज सर्कमफ्रेंस ऑफ ए सर्कल divided by a diameter of a circle. This is pi. Pi होता है circumference of a circle divided by diameter of a circle. What is the formula of circumference? 2 pi r. What is diameter? Double of radius. Diameter is 2r. 2 से 2 कैंसल, r से r कैंसल, तो pi is circumference of a circle divided by diameter of a circle. It can be asked. Okay. The ratio of the circumference and diameter is pi, or circumference divided by diameter is pi. So 22/7 is not exact value of pi. It is actually approximate value of pi is taken to solve question on circle or sphere. But exact value of pi is actually 180 degree. That's why pi is not integer representation. Pi is irrational number. Is this clear? Pi is an irrational number. Now we come to our topic again. So we were talking about rational number and irrational number. So how to understand irrational? One thing is which are not rational. Second thing is with the help of example. I give you third definition also, but you have to wait for that. Then we will see rational number. अच्छा, category 1 or category 0 student, any doubt? Real number we divide in two parts, rational and irrational. Rational number further we divide in two parts. Can anyone tell me? रैशनल को आगे किस किस पार्ट में डिवाइड करेंगे हम? डेसिमल, ओके, बट बेटर होगा इंटीजर्स एंड फ्रैक्शंस. तो यू राइट इंटीजर एंड फ्रैक्शन. एनी डाउट पूछ लेना, नहीं तो मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछने वाला हूं 2 मिनट के अंदर अंदर. एक कंसेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा आपसे. व्हाट आर इंटीजर्स? आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू. -1, -2, -3, 0, 1, 2, 3. These are integers. What are fraction? What is the definition of fraction? Which can be written in the form of p by q. Q should not be 0. Both has to be integer. P and Q both integer. Q is greater than? नहीं, ऐसा तो कोई नेसेसिटी नहीं. She is saying कि Q P से बड़ा होना चाहिए. Like here 1/2, 3/4, but 4/3 is also a fraction. That is called proper improper fraction. I will tell you about proper improper fraction later, but ये दोनों ही fraction है. 3/4 is also fraction, 4/3 is also fraction. Anyone having doubt about this कि denominator is always greater than numerator, then only it is fraction? No, ये उल्टा भी हो सकता है. You write 3/4 is also fraction, even 4/3 is also fraction. I come to your point. He has given me definition of fraction where we express fraction in the form of p by q, where p and q both integer, q is not equal to 0. ध्यान से सुनना, ठीक है, बिल्कुल क्लियर है. बट टेल मी, दिस इज सेम डेफिनेशन ऑफ रैशनल नंबर. रैशनल भी यही हो गया. इट कैन बी एक्सप्रेस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ p by q where p and q both integer and q is not equal to 0. Then what is the difference in rational and fraction? p 0 नहीं होगा. अच्छा, 0/2 वैसे होता है, बट दैट इज 0 ओनली. दैट इज वन थिंग. q is not equal to 1. See here, this is the point. q cannot be 1 also. बट इसको मैं एग्जैक्ट बताता हूं. व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ फ्रैक्शन? लिख लो. It is expressed in the form of p by q, same, where p and q both integer, q is not equal to 0, perfect. But how to differentiate fraction from rational number? There is one more property, one more condition we have, that p should not be multiple of q. You write, p should not be multiple of q. Rational number में p can be a multiple of q or not, doesn't matter. But in fraction, p should not be multiple of q. I give you example 12/2. You will say, sir, fraction तो है, but conceptually we never call it as fraction. Conceptually हम 12/2 को fraction नहीं बोलते, because you have to simplify it. After simplifying, what we get? We get integer. 12/2 is actually integer, not fraction. As he suggested that denominator cannot be 1. 6 is 6/1. So it will come under the category of integer, not fraction. जैसे ही p will be multiple of q, it will become integer. जैसे 20/4. आप बोलेंगे सर फ्रैक्शन तो दिख ही रहा है, बट कंडीशन, कंसेप्ट समझो. आफ्टर सिंप्लीफाइंग इट, अब क्या दिख रहा है? इंटीजर. तो 20/4 कम अंडर कैटेगरी ऑफ इंटीजर, नॉट फ्रैक्शन. Concept wise, 20/4 we never consider fraction. It is actually after simplifying we will see whether it is integer or fraction. So what is the difference in rational and fraction? More or less same, p by q form, where p and q both integer, q is not equal to 0. But fraction में there is one more addition, as he told that q cannot be 1. But what is the language for that point? उसको language में कैसे convert करते हैं? p should not be multiple of q. Like 100/25. You will say, sir, fraction तो है, but पहले simplify करके दे दो को. It is 4. If it is 4, then it is integer or fraction? Integer. If p is multiple of q, वो फिर इंटीजर बन जाएगा, वो फ्रैक्शन नहीं रहेगा. तो यू राइट, फ्रैक्शन के लिए ये कंडीशन काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है, p should not be multiple of q as well. And this is the difference between rational and fraction. बाकी सेम है. The definition you know about rational number and fraction, सब सेम है, but in fraction there is one extra point we have, p should not be multiple of q. Why? Because the moment you simplify, it becomes integer. So here we come to the topic again. Integers are 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. Fractions p by q form, where both integer, q not equal to 0. p should not be multiple of q. So your examples like 1/2, 3/4, 4/3, -4/3, all these are fractions. All these are fractions. हाँ, वो तो ठीक है ना. 4/20 में there is no problem. When you simplify, it is 1/5. Numerator can be 1. Denominator cannot be 1. Numerator तो 1 हो सकता है. Only for denominator we have condition. It is 1/5 and 1/5 is fraction. Third out is 4/20. If you simplify 4/20, what you get? 1/5. And what is 1/5? Fraction. अच्छा, tell me, what is √2/3? Irrational. इसको fraction मत बोलो. It is irrational number, we will say. Although which is in the form of p by q, but it is called as irrational number. Now here, I repeat, real number, imaginary भूल जाओ, या -√-1 iota, real number we divide in two part, rational and irrational. How I understood irrational? Which are not rational, पहली बात, and with example under root 2, under root 3, pi. Then we come to rational number. Rational number we further divide like integer and fractions. Integer and fraction. अच्छा, हिमांशु का एक डाउट है, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रॉपर एंड इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन? गिव मी 15 मिनट, ठीक है, मैं आपको सेपरेटली बता दूंगा प्रॉपर इम्प्रॉपर. नाउ हियर फ्रैक्शंस. I give you one more definition of irrational number. First you understand fraction. We have two type of fractions, not like proper improper. I give you example, then you will understand easily. 1 by 2, 1 by 3. You write 1 by 2, 1 by 3. अलग अलग लिखना. Some student they say sir same से तो लग रहे हैं. You convert in decimal and you see the beauty. इनको decimal में convert करके देखो. What is 1 by 2? 0.5. What is this called? Terminating decimal. इसको बोलते हैं हम terminating decimal. One by 4. What is 1 by 4? 0.25. They terminate. When you convert any fraction in decimal where they terminate, may be after 1 digit, 2 digit, 10 digit, 100 digit, but रुक जाए, उनको बोलते हैं terminating decimal. They stop after 1 digit, 2 digit, 10 digit, 100 digit, 1000 digit, but they terminate, terminating decimal. Whereas 1 by 3, when you convert in decimal, we get 0.33333333. चलता जाएगा, बोर्ड खत्म, राजेंद्र नगर खत्म, दुनिया खत्म. 3333. So what are these called? Non-terminating but repeating. Repetition is there. So here this decimal are non-terminating but repeating. टर्मिनेट नहीं हो रहे बट अपनी छाप छोड़े जा रहे हैं. रिपीटेशन. 3 is repeating and it doesn't mean only one digit repeat. Like I give you 3-4 more example so that you can understand in better way. Like 1 by 6. If you convert 1 by 6 in decimal, you get 0.166666666. Here 6 is repeating but they are not terminating. Let me tell you 1 by 7. 1 by 7 is 0.142857, 142857, 142857. Sir ji, you get repetition after 6 digit, but there is a repetition. 142857 ये repeat होगा. 142857, 142857 चलता जाएगा. 142857, 142857. You can check at your own 1 by 13. घर पे अगर 1 by 13 check करोगे, you will find there is a repetition after 12 digit. 12 digit के बाद repetition दिखेगा आपको. 1 by 19 में we see the repetition after 18 digit. So point here is we have only two type of fractions in term of decimal. When we see here, one type of fractions are when we convert in decimal called terminating decimal. Second times are अगर terminate नहीं होंगे तो there will be a repetition for sure. Terminating decimal, here non-terminating but repeating. You will never have any other type of decimal under fraction. फ्रैक्शन में दो ही तरह के आपको फ्रैक्शन मिलेंगे. इफ वी कन्वर्ट इन डेसिमल, वन आर टर्मिनेटिंग, सेकंड आर इफ इट इज आर नॉट टर्मिनेटिंग, देन देयर विल बी फॉर श्योर रिपीटिशन. टर्मिनेट नहीं होगा तो रिपीट जरूर होगा. बट एक्चुअली वी हैव डेसिमल 3 टाइप्स. डेसिमल हमारे पास 3 तरह के. वन आर कॉल्ड टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल. एग्जाम्पल 1 by 5 विच इज लाइक या 1/2 लिख लो, 1/2 विच इज 0.5 और 1/5 इज 0.2. सेकंड आर कॉल्ड नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग बट रिपीटिंग, like 1/3 which is 0.333333. इसको रिकरिंग डेसिमल भी बोलते हैं. We call this type of decimal as recurring decimal, where some digit reoccur, reoccur again and again. There is third more type of decimal we have, which are when we convert in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. Neither terminate nor repeat. तीन में तो ऑब्जर्वेशन है, वी हैव टू मेक मोर ऑब्जर्वेशन. क्या पता 23 के केस में 22 डिजिट के बाद हो सकता है. मे बी दैट इज द रीजन कि प्राइम नंबर के केस में ऐसा हो रहा हो. लेट मी चेक, अगर कुछ और ऐसा पैटर्न बनेगा तो जब प्राइम नंबर करेंगे देख लेंगे इसको. नाइदर टर्मिनेट नॉर रिपीट. व्हाट आर दिस? एनीवन? पाई है जैसे, √2 है. So these are nothing, these are irrational number. तो another definition of irrational number is, अगर आप मुझसे irrational number पूछो, I give a definition of irrational number like when we convert irrational number in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. Irrational number के अंदर आता है neither they terminate nor they repeat. You can check any example of irrational number like √2, √3, पाई. √2 1.41. बट ये रुक नहीं रहा था, हमने रोका है जानबूझ के, नहीं तो रुकेगा नहीं, ना रुकेगा ना रिपीट होगा. इरेशनल नंबर, एनी ऑफ द इरेशनल नंबर, देयर इज नो एक्सेप्शन. पिछली क्लास में एक स्टूडेंट ने पूछा सर कोई ऐसा एक्सेप्शन है कि इरेशनल नंबर में वेयर इट विल टर्मिनेट. मैं बोला भाई अगर ये टर्मिनेट हो जाता तो वो इरेशनल ना होता, वो रैशनल बन जाता. So here every irrational number, if we convert in decimal, they neither terminate nor they repeat. चाहे वो इस तरह से हो √2, √3, या चाहे वो पाई हो और any of the irrational number. So we have three type of decimal. One are terminating decimal, example 1/2. Second are non-terminating but repeating, example 1/3. Third आता है neither they terminate nor they repeat. These are irrational number, example √2, √3, pi. So what you do, you put a subheading irrational number. अभी irrational number के बारे में दो चार चीजें जो हमने सीखी है वही रिपीट करें. First thing is, we cannot express this in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both integer and Q is not equal to 0, which is only the standard definition given in your standard book. Second thing we have understood about irrational number, that which are not rational. Which are not rational. पार्ट ऑफ रियल नंबर विच आर नॉट रैशनल, ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो, पार्ट ऑफ रियल नंबर बट विच आर नॉट रैशनल. रियल नंबर का तो पार्ट है बट रैशनल नहीं है, बिकॉज देयर इज नो ओवरलैपिंग इन रैशनल एंड इरेशनल. या तो रैशनल होगा या इरेशनल होगा. वी डोंट हैव एनी सिंगल एग्जांपल. लास्ट क्लास में किसी ने पूछ लिया सर डू वी हैव एनी एग्जांपल विच इज रैशनल आल्सो इरेशनल आल्सो. नो, या तो रैशनल होगा, अगर रैशनल नहीं तो इरेशनल. इफ योर डिसीजन, those are from humanity background, especially public administration, रैशनल डिसीजन के बारे में पढ़ते हैं ना, या तो आपका डिसीजन रैशनल है या इरेशनल है. सेम ईयर नंबर रैशनल होगा नहीं तो इरेशनल होगा. थर्ड थिंग इज एग्जांपल, हाउ वी अंडरस्टैंड इरेशनल नंबर फॉर बेटर क्लैरिटी, फॉर आवर कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी. कहीं भी आपको इरेशनल नंबर सोचना है तो यू रिकॉल √2, √3, pi. Fourth thing is, when we convert irrational number in decimal, neither they terminate nor repeat. when we convert irrational number in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. As I ask you, like some student they met me before the admission कि सर डाउट का क्या है. अभी मेरा एक छोटा सा टॉपिक ओवर हुआ है. नाउ एनी डाउट. हर टॉपिक के बाद मैं आपसे पूछूंगा डाउट. एनी डाउट, कोई भी सिली डाउट हो, कुछ भी ऐसा हो, कुछ भी आपके मन में आ रहा हो रिलेटेड टू दिस. नेचुरल नंबर, होल नंबर, इंटीजर, रियल नंबर, रैशनल नंबर, इरेशनल नंबर एंड तीन तरह का डेसिमल. टर्मिनेटिंग, नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग बट रिपीटिंग, नाइदर टर्मिनेट नॉर रिपीट. पाई इज एन इरेशनल नंबर. नो नीड टू डू गूगल. गूगल पे बहुत सारी डिबेट मिलेगी, वो काम मैं आपके बिहाफ पे कर चुका हूँ कि पाई इज रैशनल और इरेशनल. पाई इज एन इरेशनल नंबर. बिल्कुल ठोक बजा के. Pi is an irrational number. 22/7 is an approximate value of pi, not exact value pi. Exact value of pi is 180 degree. Pi is like circumference divided by diameter. अगर आप पाई मेरे से पूछो, pi is actually circumference of a circle divided by diameter of a circle. Next, online students. One point of error. Point number 1. Sir, does 1/2 is terminating decimal? In case irrational number converted to decimal, then sir, बता दिया. When we convert irrational number in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. Second doubt आ रहा था कि पहला point we cannot express irrational number in the form of p by q, where p and q both integer, q is not equal to 0. Next is 1/2 is a terminating decimal. Yes, when we convert 1/2 in decimal, it is 0.5. Square root of 4, when you simplify, what you get? Either +2 or -2. After simplifying, what you get? And what are these? Rational. So square root of this type of number, we don't call it as irrational number, it is rational. जैसे आप 9 का स्क्वायर रूट अगर पूछोगे, it is either +3 or -3. If you ask me what is a cube root of 8, so it is 2. But if you ask me cube root of 7, it is irrational number. It is irrational number, cube root of 7. Now next is you put heading natural number. Yes. A number is under root. You are saying there is a big prime number. तो आप कंफ्यूज मत करो. पहले बोलो प्राइम नंबर बीच में क्यों लाया आप? Your first question is, we have a big number where it is written under square root. Our question is whether it is a rational or irrational. We have to find square root of it. We have a method to find square root of a number. Okay. And check UPSC paper from 2011 onward. They will not ask this type of question. Never. Because they have statement based question to ask. मतलब एग्जामिनर को क्या फील होगा यार ये क्वेश्चन, लीव इट फॉर एसएससी. हमारा अलग स्टाइल है. दे हैव गुड कमांड ओवर लैंग्वेज. रादर देन आस्किंग ए बिग कैलकुलेशन, दे विल नॉट ट्रबल यू विद कैलकुलेशन. डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. अदर देन स्मॉल कैलकुलेशन, अदर देन बेसिक फॉर्मूलाज, दे विल नॉट ट्रबल यू, because they have the strongest tool in their hand, that is language. They play with the language of the question. तो इस तरह का क्वेश्चन पूछेगा नहीं, अगर पूछेगा भी देयर इज नो अदर वे, यू हैव टू फाइंड द स्क्वायर रूट, देन वी विल चेक whether that square root is we are getting exact natural number or integer or not. अगर उसका square root exact integer आ गया then it will not be irrational, otherwise that. आपका बीच में एक सेकंड क्वेश्चन उठ के आ रहा था प्राइम नंबर के लिए. Yes, then it is yes. If there is a big prime number is given and under root of prime number is asked, under root of prime number is irrational without any doubt. लिख लो, अंडर रूट ऑफ प्राइम नंबर इज ऑलवेज इरेशनल. अंडर रूट ऑफ प्राइम नंबर इज ऑलवेज इरेशनल. उसको तो चेक करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. दीज आर इमेजिन -1 माइनस. आपने देखा चार्ट को, नंबर, रियल नंबर, इमेजिनरी नंबर. रियल नंबर लाइक रैशनल, इरैशनल. ठीक है, these are imaginary. Rational number like human being, irrational number like all other animals or bird species or other species, and these are like Rakshas. So here if it is imaginary, there is no doubt whether this will be animal or human being. These are totally different. Imaginary number can never be rational, can never be irrational. These are alien. Under root of any number is imaginary. ऐसी दो इक्वल वैल्यू जिसको मल्टीप्लाई करके -4 आता हो. आपको मेरी तरफ से एक चॉकलेट है. Tell me any two integer ever possible, same integers, क्योंकि अंडर रूट में सेम वैल्यू आनी चाहिए, when you multiply and you get -4. हो ही नहीं सकता. So minus under root of -4 is also imaginary. Under root of -9 is also imaginary. Cube root of -8 is also imaginary. All these are in the category of imaginary number. Okay. हाँ जी. Is 2, that's why it is a rational number. +4 -4 rational. These are 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 irrational. After simplifying, if it is coming integer, then these are rational. So this is rational. This is a rational number. This is a rational number. Whereas this is irrational number. हाँ जी. सेम थिंग. राक्षस आदमी हो ही नहीं सकता. अच्छा, क्यूब रूट ऑफ -8, इसके बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यू आर सेइंग -2 मल्टीप्लाई विद -2 गिव यू -8. यस, माइनस 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 गिव माइनस. इसके बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा. आई हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट. ठीक है, ये मेरे लिए भी आउट ऑफ सिलेबस है, क्योंकि जो लॉजिक से हम बात कर रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से इट हैज टू बी अ रैशनल भी नहीं, इट हैज टू बी ए इंटीजर. रैशनल में आता तो इमेजिनरी. अंडर रूट ऑफ एनीथिंग इज वी कंसीडर एज इमेजिनरी. हाँ, चलो कोई ना. बट आई डोंट थिंक कि सी सेट, ये आउट ऑफ सी सेट सिलेबस भी बोल सकता हूँ मैं. वैसे लॉजिकली इट्स ओके. जो आप बात कह रहे हो लॉजिकली मुझे समझ में आ गया. इट इज -2 मल्टीप्लाई विद -2 गिव यू क्यूब रूट ऑफ -8. यस, -2. सिंस आफ्टर सिंप्लीफाइंग इट इज -2, तो इट कैन नॉट बी इमेजिनरी नंबर. इट हैज टू बी इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ रैशनल नंबर. हो सकता है. अदर देन दिस इमेजरी की अगर ना बात करो, देन अदर थिंग विच इज एक्चुअली आस्क इन सीसेट, उसमें कोई डाउट है इस पे आई विल चेक। वैसे आउट ऑफ सिलेबस है, बट फॉर माई नॉलेज, फॉर योर नॉलेज, ठीक है, नॉलेज बढ़ाने में कोई हर्ज नहीं। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज यू पुट हेडिंग नेचुरल नंबर। Now here natural number we categorize in 3 part. ऑनलाइन वालों को भी डाउट है, सर वुड 2/10 will be indefinite or rational? When denominator is 0 it is infinity. उसको रैशनल इरेशनल कुछ नहीं लिया जाता। अच्छा, 2-3 डाउट है ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स के। वन डाउट इज 2/0। लेट मी टेल यू 2/0 इज, देयर इज नो डिबेट अबाउट रैशनल इरेशनल, इट इज इन्फिनिटी। उसमें ना रैशनल का पॉइंट आता ना इरेशनल। सेकंड पॉइंट इज हाउ यू कम टू नो अबाउट 180 डिग्री। आई हैव डन रिसर्च ऑन इंटरनेट, दैट वैल्यू ऑफ पाई इज 180 डिग्री। ठीक है, इट इज अ फैक्ट, फैक्ट समझ लो या कुछ समझ लो, वैल्यू ऑफ पाई इज 180 डिग्री, you have to remember it. Okay, now there is a doubt, what is the difference between prime number and natural number? This is my topic now, एक online ने पूछा। Now natural number we categorize, now I'm starting my new subtopic, natural number. Natural number we categorize in 3 part. One, prime number, composite number, composite number. One, prime number, composite number. One, prime number, second one is prime number, third one is composite number. So you can say prime number is a subset of natural number. Okay, who asked me like what is the difference in prime number and natural number? Prime number is a subset of natural number. Can anyone tell me what is the reason behind this categorization? What is the reason behind this categorization? Number of factors. And that is really important. See, I have seen students, what they have done, they cram what is the definition of prime number. हम सब ने प्राइम नंबर की डेफिनेशन को रटा है स्कूल टाइम में। नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट बिहाइंड प्राइम नंबर, सेम फॉर एलसीएम एचसीएफ। तो हमें चीजें समझनी है पहले, अदरवाइज लाइक हियर देयर विल बी ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन, यू विल गेट ट्रैप। सी हियर, दिस कैटेगराइजेशन इज बेस्ड ऑन नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स, वन हैव ओनली वन फैक्टर, वन का एक ही फैक्टर। आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ यू नो फैक्टर मींस डिवाइजर, वन फैक्टर। Prime number are those natural number which have exactly two factors. Like 5. 5 के factor and 1 and 5 means divisor. Divisor of 5 is 1 and 5. Factors and divisor are same. Have two factor or two divisors. Then the composite number have more than two factors. More than two factors. See here, अभी हमें easy लग रहा है, like in the initial age, whoever come up with this concept, he or she has done wonderful job. Like what they have done in natural number, they have done detailed studies. They found there are some special natural number where they have exactly two factors. उनको कुछ ऐसे natural number मिले जिनके दो दो factor ही थे, two divisors, and they start calling this special natural number as prime number. उनको हमने prime number बोलना start कर दिया। See here, natural number which have exactly two factors, and then we realize these two factors are nothing, one and itself only. वो दो फैक्टर क्या मिले, एक तो वन मिला, बिकॉज वन इज फैक्टर ऑफ ऑल द नेचुरल नंबर, डी फैक्टर बोल लो, एंड दैट नंबर इटसेल्फ. सो हियर तो प्राइम नंबर का क्या कंसेप्ट है, लाइक दीज आर स्पेशल नेचुरल नंबर। ध्यान से सोचो, देखो कि उस टाइम पे लाइक समवन कम अप विद आइडिया कि नेचुरल नंबर में कुछ ऐसे नेचुरल नंबर है विच हैव एग्जैक्टली टू फैक्टर्स एंड वी स्टार्ट कॉलिंग दिस एज प्राइम नंबर। तो द कंसेप्ट इज here prime number exactly two factors and we find these two factors are nothing, these are one and itself only. Then we come up with definition. What is actually definition? Definition is when you give a state language to your concept. Definition कुछ नहीं होती, definition होती है आप अपने concept को अगर एक language की form में convert कर दो. When you express any concept in language, that is known as definition. But definition रटनी नहीं होती, समझनी होती है. So what is the concept here? It have exactly two factor and what are these two factor? One and itself only. So now what is the definition of prime number? Prime number are divisible by one and itself only. But concept क्या? Two factors. And it has more than two factor, like 6. What are the factor of 6? 1, 2, 3, 6. It is not necessarily 3 or 4. It can be n number, like 100. What are the factors of 100? 1, 2, 4 बचा है बीच में, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 100. So which have more than two factor, we start calling this as composite number. One have only one factor. And some students they ask, sir, can we consider one as a prime number? No. One is neither prime, one is nor composite, one is unique. One जैसा कोई नहीं. One is the only natural number exists in the world which have exactly one factor. Can you tell me any other natural number which have only one factor? Do you have any other natural number which have exactly one factor? One is unique. Some people they say like one is like Modi, जो एक की सुनता है वो खुद की सुनता है. Some people they say अमित शाह, यारी दोस्ती अपनी जगह, डिसीजन उन्होंने खुद के लेने. And prime number is like केजरीवाल, जो दो की सुने, खुद की एक और की, वो एक और कौन? मनीष सिसोदिया. Some people they say their wife, his wife, not their wife. वो बीवी के बिना सो लेगा, but मनीष सिसोदिया is important for that guy. And here composite number like राहुल गांधी. किसी ने बोला भारत दर्शन यात्रा कर लो, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा, सॉरी, ट्रक वालों के साथ वीडियो बना लो, सब चल रहा है, बट एटलीस्ट ही इज डूइंग समथिंग. तो पॉइंट इज कैटेगराइजेशन का बेस क्या है? फैक्टर्स. वन हैव ओनली वन फैक्टर, प्राइम नंबर हैव एग्जैक्टली टू फैक्टर, कंपोजिट नंबर हैव मोर देन टू फैक्टर्स. So I give you some like property of this prime number. Actually you put heading prime number. Now first statement, one is neither prime nor composite. Never ever ask me, sir, can we consider one as a prime number? भाई ये खूबी बड़े मुश्किल से लाया वन. ठीक है, वन यूनिक है, ना तो वो प्राइम है ना वो कंपोजिट है. वाई? बिकॉज प्राइम नंबर के दो फैक्टर होते हैं, कंपोजिट नंबर है मोर देन टू फैक्टर, वन हैव ओनली वन फैक्टर, एंड वन इज द ओनली नेचुरल नंबर एग्जिस्ट. उसके अलावा और कोई नेचुरल नंबर पैदा ही नहीं होगा जिसका एक ही फैक्टर हो. सो दैट्स व्हाई वन इज यूनिक. वन यूनिक है. नेक्स्ट सेकंड पॉइंट इज 2 is the smallest prime number. Some student they ask, sir, can we consider -2 as a prime number? See your conceptual clarity. Here prime number is under natural number. First condition is it has to be a natural number, and -2 is not a natural number. So never think about negative integers. Negative integer cannot be prime number. First condition is it has to be prime number, and that's why 2 is the smallest prime number. क्योंकि 1 तो है नहीं, तो 2 ही सबसे छोटा prime number. 2 is the smallest prime number. Next is 2 is the only even prime number. ऑनलाइन में कुछ स्टूडेंट मेरा हेल्प कर ही देते हैं. एक ने पूछा सर वेयर वी पुट 0 इन द कैटेगरी, फिर नीचे कमेंट आया 0 इज नॉट ए नेचुरल नंबर. थैंक यू फॉर डूइंग माय जॉब. किसी का डाउट आया कि 0 को हम प्राइम ले, 1 ले, कहाँ ले? 0 को कहीं ना ले, क्योंकि 0 नेचुरल नंबर नहीं है. 0 इज नॉट ए पार्ट ऑफ नेचुरल. 2 is the only even prime number. Why? Because after 2 every even number is divisible by 2 as well. 2 के बाद सारे even number 2 से तो divide होंगे ही होंगे. So it means other than 2 every even number will have 3 or more than 3 factors. 1 तो होगा, खुद भी होगा, 2 भी होगा. Every even number is divisible by 2. So that's why 2 is the only even prime number. Next, factual information, and which is very important for our exam. Every year there is at least one question on prime number directly or indirectly. हम 2.5 ना मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन आएगा पक्का. तो चेंजिंग पैटर्न में भी आ रहा है. प्राइम नंबर से हर साल क्वेश्चन आ रहा है. 1 to 50 there are 15 prime number. 1 to 100 there are 25 prime number. 1 से 50 के बीच में 15 प्राइम नंबर है. एंड 1 to 100 there are 25 prime number. I give you one mnemonic for that so that all of you can remember in the class itself. ठीक है? This is like 4 4 2 3 2 2 3 2 1. Double 4 2 2 3 2 2 3 2 1. It's like a 10-digit number, like mobile number. In college days, you remember so many mobile number. So you add one more, which may give you 2.5 marks. Okay. And I tell you, this mobile, laptop, although like it is very beneficial to us, but slowly and gradually, it has eaten up our memory. And this is fact. Earlier, like here, we used to remember numbers. हमें अपना नंबर पता था, औरों का भी पता था. ठीक है? अब now we have generation where some of them they know their own number only, and some of them they don't know their own number also. कुछ ऐसे भी उनका अपना नंबर भी नहीं पता, मोबाइल में निकाल के देखते हैं हाँ ये मेरा नंबर. And one more thing, nowadays the culture is going for reel, 1 minute video, and that further will eat up your memory. We are not patient enough, and until unless you see anything for a adequate time, you will not get a thread in your memory. एक memory का process होता है, neuron, ठीक है, thread बनते हैं, then you revise, it gets strengthened, then you revise further, it gets strengthened. 6 बार 8 बार पढ़ोगे, then only you are able to retain the thing. But here now we are seeing 1 minute video, we scroll up, down, and so on. So here these things will eat up our memory for sure. We will be dependent on this thing only. And now we have chat GPT. Okay. Good thing, but it will kill, it will eat up the creativity of the kids. अगर स्कूल लेवल पे चैट जीपीटी चला गया ना, वहीं से ऐसे लिखेंगे सब लोग. They will not have their own creativity. Anyways, I come to the topic. 4422232231. How it work, I tell you. So you write, you just draw this column. सही कलर आ रही है. Okay, see here how we use it. It gives the range 0 to 10. 0 से 10 के बीच में there are 4 prime number. Between 10 and 20 there are 4 prime number. Between 20 and 30 there are 2 prime number. Between 30 and 40 there are 2 prime number. Between 40 and 50 there are 3 prime number. 50 and 60 2 prime number. 60 and 70 2 prime number. 70 and 80 3 prime number. 80 से 90 के बीच में 2 prime number. 90 to 100 there is 1 prime number. Like starting prime number all of you know, but you should know all this prime number. You have to remember it, and this is your today's homework. 2 3 5 7. Then we have 11 13 17 19. Easy because no need to take even number other than 2. Even number तो वैसे ही नहीं लेने. You have to check only odd number. 20 to 30 23 and 29. There are 2 prime number 23 and 29. Okay, then 31 37. Then we have 41 43 47. 53 59. Then we have 61 67. Then we have 71 73 79. Because 77 is divisible by 7 and 11. यहाँ पे मैंने 49 क्यों लिया, क्योंकि 49 7 से डिवाइड होता है. ठीक है, अगर कंफ्यूजन है तो कुछ. Next is between 80 and 90 we have 83 and 89. Next between 90 and 100, some student by mistake they take 91 as a prime number, but I tell you here 91 is not a prime number. 91 is divisible by 7, divisible by 13. We have a prime number 97. And this is another factual information. 97 is the only prime number between 90 and 100. 90 और 100 के बीच में 97 ही इकलौता प्राइम नंबर है. 97. I ask you a question. Tell me, all of you have written this table? Even online student, they can also participate. Tell me 7 consecutive 2-digit natural number. 7 consecutive 2-digit natural number which are composite. 7 consecutive natural number, 2-digit natural number which are composite, starting from 90 up to 96. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. अच्छा, you have to maintain 3 register, one for class notes, one for home assignment, and the third is patla sa for a value addition material. You can write formulas, you can write observation, just for gist, yeah, मतलब important things from the lectures. If you want to write patla sa register for a quick revision later on, it will help. But mainly to class register and home register. You write your homework, all of you. Within a week we will create one Telegram group for you. So here we will check your homework. We will have a Excel file here where you will show your homework and we will put yes no. ठीक है, आज ही सब लोग 3 रजिस्टर बनाएंगे, एक क्लास वर्क के लिए, एक होमवर्क के लिए, एक वैल्यू एडिशन. Your homework is, first thing is you have to remember this, all this prime number. I don't need any excuse, sir, I have to remember it. And you cannot tell me, sir, I'm facing difficulty to remember the things. I know your cramming power. All of you have wonderful cramming power. Only the thing you have to explore it. And in UPSC, if you are preparing for UPSC exam and you say you cannot cram, then UPSC is not for you. See, there are some students, they say I'm good in only cramming. Some students, they say I'm good in conceptual clarity, okay. But for UPSC, you have to be good in both. You have to be good in conceptual clarity also, and you have to cram also. For GS also, for mathematics also. You will say mathematics is a conceptual paper. Yes, I agree, but it is competition. Competition में there is no rule, sir. आप concept की बत्ती नहीं घुमाओगे. If you know extra tool with you, then you will be in better position to qualify. Okay. So here, even in GS, like if you don't know fundamental, right, how you can write good answer in your mains? आपको अगर fundamental right ही नहीं आते, you should know the fact to do analysis also. बिना fact के तो आप analysis भी नहीं कर सकते, sir. कोई वकील ऐसा है जिसको आर्टिकल ही नहीं पता, जिसका केस के रूल ही नहीं पता, वो कैसे आर्ग्यूमेंट कर लेगा? You should know the fact, do analysis to argue the things or to write. So one thing is this. Next is table from 2 to 20. School level. I don't know whether this year what will be you are going to do, maybe like CSAT difficult हो गया तो you will do. But earlier I have seen 90% student exam दिन तक भी table नहीं याद करते. This is fact. And if you will not remember the table, you will be slow in calculation. Obviously. See here, if you have to do 18 into 6. Some student they say, sir, कितनी बड़ी बात है? Exam में calculate कर लेंगे. ठीक है? Like here, 48, 4, 6, 10, like this. You will take 4 seconds. 4 seconds ही मान के चल लो ना. For me, 4 seconds is not a big thing. For me, there will be small calculation. You cannot say in CSAT calculation are not required. I will say big calculation are not required. ये तो require है ना, इतना तो पता होगा. In every paper you might find 200 small calculations. So multiply with 5 seconds per calculation, 1000 seconds. This is important for me, which is nearly 16 minutes. In 16 minutes you can solve 4 questions, which is 10 marks. So you have to save every second actually. पर कितना ही time लगेगा? You write it, you read it, you revise it, read again and again. So here table from 2 to 20 and I'm saying 2 to 20. पहले तो मैं बोल देता था 2 to 10 छोड़ दो. But now there is a topic of basic numeracy which seems to be difficult. But believe me, table of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are useful for that topic. विच सिम्स डिफिकल्ट, बट जब मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगा आई विल टेल यू दिस टेबल आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन दैट बेसिक न्यूमरेसी टॉपिक. So you have to observe table from 2 to 10 and you have to remember this table. You add one more table, table of 21, 22, 24, 25. Other than this, you have to remember table of 21, table of 22, table of 24, table of 25. This is your homework. Why 22? Because in geometry mensuration we take value of pi 22 by 7. तो 22 का multiple use होता है काफी time. Why table of 24? In a day we have 24 hour. So multiple of 24 will be useful and multiple of 25 is also useful. Will save you 2 seconds. भले ही 2 सेकंड बचाएगा. That is important. You should know the table of this. Next homework. 2 square to 25 square. If I ask 19 square, immediate response I need. No calculation. 19 square you have to say me 361. ऐसा कुछ. 2 square to 25 square has to be on your tips. Next. 2 cube to 12 cube. Okay. आज के लिए इतना ही. Now next come to the topic. Prime number. I ask a question. 7 consecutive 2-digit number which are composite. तो यहाँ पे 90 से लेके 96 all are composite. There is no prime number. 89 के बाद next prime number is 97. Is this point clear? Now here, although it is my very first class, but let me tell you how we frame question, how we convert a simple concept in a statement based question. Basic है, basic question ही पूछूंगा statement based पे. So you write, I ask you a question. My question is, how many different value of n are possible statement number 1, n is a 2-digit number. Statement number 2, n is a prime number. Statement number 3, n plus 2 is also a prime number. n एक 2-digit number है, n prime number है, even n plus 2 is also prime number. I give you answer options. Answer option A 5, answer option B 6, answer option C 7, answer option D 8. Take your time. I give you 2 minutes. क्या आंसर है? 5. कौन कौन से? एट. कौन कौन से? 11, 13, 17, 19, 41, 43, 6 5। आपके सामने टेबल है, ठीक है, टेबल के बेस पे क्वेश्चन पूछा है, कोई रॉकेट साइंस है नहीं। यू कैन रेफर द टेबल। कैटेगरी 1 स्टूडेंट, आपके सामने प्राइम नंबर की एक टेबल है। आई हैव टोल्ड यू ऑल द प्राइम नंबर लेस देन 100। यू रेफर द टेबल, देन गिव द आंसर। 5 7 6 8। 13 भी इंक्लूड किया ना आपने? 13 + 2 क्या है? 15। क्या 15 प्राइम नंबर है? Now here from this table 3 you cannot take because I need 2-digit number, otherwise 3 था, 3 + 2 हो रहा था। My first number is 11, which satisfy the case. 11 is a 2-digit number, yes or no? 11 is a prime number, yes or no? 11 + 2 13 is a prime number, yes. Why 13 is not satisfying the condition? 30 is not satisfying third statement, क्योंकि 13 में 2 ऐड करने से 15 बन रहा है, वेयर 15 इज ए कंपोजिट नंबर। 13 itself is a prime number, but I need that number plus 2 also prime number. Next 17, yes, 17 satisfy all three statement. 17 is a 2-digit number, 17 itself is a prime number, 17 में 2 ऐड करने से 19 आएगा, 19 is also a prime number. But whereas 19 is not satisfying your statement number 3. 19 prime तो है, but 19 + 2 is not a prime number. Some students they miss 29. वो बस यहाँ ऐसे चेक करते हैं। 29 + 2 31. 29 is a 2-digit number, yes or no? 29 is a prime number, yes or no? 29 + 2 31 is also a prime number, yes. तो 29 भी आ गया। 41, yes. Then 59, yes. 71, yes. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So for this particular question our answer is 6. And what are these number? 11 17 29 41 59 71. Although it is a factual type of question, believe me, if you know all the prime number less than 100, question is less time consuming. भाई अगर आपको ऑलरेडी सारे प्राइम नंबर रटे हुए हैं, यू हैव टू चेक only the prime number which satisfy all the three statement. And if you don't know the prime number, first you have to check prime, then you have to check whether it satisfies 3 statement or not. Then in the meanwhile you find it required 5-6 minutes. So there are certain things which has to be in your pocket which will save your time actually. कुछ चीजें तो आपको अपनी prepared रखनी होगी. Next they ask one question in 2023 prelims. Question asked, choose the group which is different from other. Choose the group which is different from other. They have given 4 answers. उनमें से देखना कौन सा अलग है. 1 में they use 17 37 47 97. In B they use 31 41 53 67. In answer option C 71 73 79 83. Answer option D they have used 83 89 91 97. Choose the group which is different from other. D. Why? Because in D they use one number 91, which is a composite. Otherwise, all have prime number. These are prime, prime, prime. Here 91 is different because it is a composite number. So they ask prime number directly or indirectly. In a number series question, 2-3 times they use prime number to frame a series. So you mug up all the prime number less than 100 will help you directly or indirectly. अगर एक क्वेश्चन बन जाए 2.5 marks, that is wonderful job. Next is someone asked me about, you make a note of proper or improper fraction. Proper fraction and improper fraction. Here fractions are in the form of n by d, where numerator is lesser than denominator. जहां पे न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर से छोटा होता है, these are proper fractions. 2/3, 4/7, all these are proper fractions. Whereas if numerator is bigger than denominator, 3/2, 10/7, 11/4, all these are improper fractions. Proper fractions where numerator are lesser than denominator, improper fractions where numerator are greater than denominator. Is the concept of prime number clear to all of you, even category 1 student? Prime number have exactly two factors, and these two factors are nothing, one and itself. So that's why for prime number what we have, which have exactly two factor or which are divisible by one and itself only. Now there is a concept known as twin prime. Can anyone tell me the concept of twin prime here? Gap is 2. लिख लो twin prime की definition. Two consecutive prime number. What are twin prime? Two consecutive prime number with a difference of exactly 2. Two consecutive prime number जहां पे exact 2 का difference हो are called twin prime with a difference of exactly 2. Can anyone tell me example? 3 and 5. 3 and 5, yes. 3 and 5 both are two consecutive prime number. 5 and 7, yes. 11 and 13, yes. Some students they ask me, sir, 2 and 3 whether it is twin prime or not. These are two consecutive prime number, okay, but difference is 1. They don't have a difference of 2. That's why we don't consider 2 and 3 are twin prime. 2 और 3 को twin prime नहीं लेते. We take 3 and 5 as a twin prime because we need a difference of exactly 2. My question, tell me how many pair of twin primes we have below 100? Thank you for wrong answer. How many pair of twin primes we have below 100? देखो पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में 2 और ऐड हो जाएंगे. These are 3 and 5, 5 and 7. क्योंकि पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में only 2 digit number we have considered. So I tell you how many pairs of twin primes are there below 100. First pair is, you can see, 3 and 5. Below 100 है ना. 5 and 7. Then 11 and 13. Then 17 and 19. Then 29 and 31. Don't miss it. 41 and 43. Then 59 and 61. 71 and 73. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 pair of twin prime we have below 100. कुछ अलग अलग है. हाँ, यहाँ पे क्या आती है? His point is in this question, like here in second option they take difference 10, 12 and difference 14. There is a sequence. बाकी सब में नहीं बैठ रहा. तो here it come the discretion of UPSC, which we cannot challenge. यहाँ यूपीएससी ने पत्ते अपने पास रखे हुए कुछ. Then if you ask me as a teacher, I can tell you in term of degree. देखो मेरा लॉजिक क्या कहता है, इट इज ए प्राइम कंपोजिट पॉइंट. आप कह रहे हो यहाँ पे डिफरेंस 10 का है, यहाँ पे 12 का, ये 14 का. आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग, योर लॉजिक इज वैलिड, बट आउट ऑफ 2 दिस इज बेटर. इन टर्म ऑफ डिग्री ये बेटर है. ठीक है, इन टर्म ऑफ डिग्री इट इज बेटर. मे बी यूपीएससी व्हेन दे विल कम अप विद आंसर की, chances that they might consider B also correct, D also correct, or they might drop this question. So sometimes it happens. There is a subjectivity with the logic. Number series, character puzzle questions में यही एक issue आता है. But if you ask me which is better, better वो prime number वाला concept है. अच्छा, क्वेश्चन ड्रॉप होता है उसका क्या कंसेप्ट है? Here 80 question 200 marks. If any question is dropped, then there will be 79 question. Then this 200 number is divided equally among 79 question. तो here per question it will be 2.531 per question marks बन जाते हैं. जो क्वेश्चन ड्रॉप हो गया वो ड्रॉप हो गया. Either you attempted it correctly, wrong, or you have not attempted it, it is dropped. That become invalid for that paper. आपने करेक्ट आंसर मार्क किया था, आपको कोई मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे. इफ यू अटेम्प्टेड दैट क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग, देयर इज नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग आल्सो. इफ यू हैव नॉट अटेम्प्टेड एट ऑल, डजंट मैटर, ड्रॉप. इफ दे गिव 2 करेक्ट आंसर इन यूपीएससी प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस आंसर की, इन सम ऑफ द ईयर इन सम क्वेश्चन दे हैव कंसीडर्ड 2 करेक्ट आंसर. मान लो इसी क्वेश्चन में बी को भी करेक्ट ले लेते, डी को भी करेक्ट ले लेते, देन दोज हु हैव मार्क्ड बी दे गेट 2.5 मार्क्स, दोज हु हैव मार्क्ड डी 2.5 मार्क्स, दोज हु हैव मार्क्ड बोथ 5 मार्क्स. है ना, ऐसा नहीं करने का. यू हैव टू मार्क एनी वन ऑफ दिस विच इज लॉजिकल अकॉर्डिंग टू यू. थोड़ा सा सब्जेक्टिव है इसमें. And that is the discretion of UPSC, being a constitutional body. Now topic twin prime हो गया ना, perfect number. And that's why only I always say never play border game with UPSC. If in case one question will be dropped which you have marked correctly actually, so you will be below the cutoff, below the qualifying marks. So we try our best कि हम safer zone रहे. 75 plus is a safe zone. ठीक है, border case नहीं avoid करेंगे. We try our best. Now come to the topic perfect number. Anyone tell me what is perfect number? Any example if you can give? 6 is a perfect number, yes. Do you know any other number which is a perfect number? If you know 6, and why you are saying 6 is a perfect number? कहीं पढ़ा है बस 6 is a perfect number, or you know why 6 is called perfect number? Will perfect. सही चलते चलते आप बह गए. फैक्टर रिपीट तो किसी का भी नहीं होता. 25 का फैक्टर है 1 5 25. रिपीटिशन का होता है. I tell you. See here 6 and 28. These are example of perfect number. What is the definition of perfect number? First I explain. When you take factors of this 6, you get 1 2 3 6. And when you take sum of the factor of any number, like 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, plus 6 12, if it is double as compared to the number, then that is known as perfect number. Like 28, if you take factor of 28, what are factor of 28? 1 2 4 7 14 28. When you take sum of the factor 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 7 14, 14 plus 14 28, 28 plus 28 56. Is this 56 double than the given number? Yes, that's why 28 is considered as a perfect number. So you put heading perfect number, write two example of perfect number 6 and 28. 6 is a perfect number, 28 is also a perfect number. Now you write. If the sum of the factors is double than the given number, then that number is a perfect number. Example 6 and 28. Okay, online student clear? 6 is a perfect number क्योंकि 6 के अगर फैक्टर लोगे the sum of the factor of 6 is double than 6. 28 के सारे फैक्टर्स लेके उनको ऐड करोगे, you get exact double as compared to the given number. When it is exact double as compared to the given number, that number we call it as a perfect number. Now one more concept. I will take 10-15 minutes to explain that concept. Then we conclude for the day. Rest we will do tomorrow. And this week I tell you, ये below 100 तो दो ही हैं, 6 and 28. Above 100, I don't know. मतलब we can check 3-digit number on Google if we get. But below 100 तो there are only two perfect number. Below 100 there is only two perfect numbers, 6 and 28. Okay. Next you put heading co-prime number. Any doubt? Perfect number, twin prime, prime, proper fraction, improper fraction, natural number we divide as 1, prime number, composite number. Now here just help me out to know what information you have as far as the co-prime is concerned. कुछ भी आपको पता है co-prime के बारे में, it can be definition, it can be any example, or it can be any property of co-prime, if you know by chance. They don't have common factor, they don't have. ऐसा तो कोई भी नहीं पैदा हो. That is one. They have just one common factor and that is one. Yes. हाँ जी. Their HCF is one, that is property. HCF of co-prime number is one. Any other thing? Two consecutive prime number are co-prime. Not only two consecutive prime number, I add to his point, he is saying, जिसको नहीं पता बताऊंगा, two consecutive prime number are co-prime. I will say any two prime number are co-prime. दुनिया के कोई भी दो प्राइम नंबर ले लो, कंसेक्यूटिव हो ना हो, कोई भी दो प्राइम नंबर उठा लो, वो आपस में को प्राइम होते ही होते. ठीक है, आपके लिए एक एडिशन. उसमें तो फिर आप कंडीशन के अंदर कंडीशन लगा रहे हो. पहले इफ ओनली वन एज ए कॉमन फैक्टर हो तो को प्राइम होगा ही, आर ऑल्सो को प्राइम. उसमें फिर कंडीशन मत बोलो. टू कंसेक्यूटिव नेचुरल नंबर आर ऑलवेज को प्राइम, क्योंकि उनका कॉमन फैक्टर हमेशा वन ही होता है. एनी अदर थिंग्स फ्रॉम दिस साइड ऑफ द क्लास? कुछ और? हाँ, यस, दैट इज गुड पॉइंट. इवन बोथ नंबर कैन ऑल्सो बी कंपोजिट. मैं आपको और ऐड करके देता हूँ. आप जो कह रहे हैं उनमें से एक नंबर कंपोजिट हो सकता है, मैं कहता हूँ दोनों भी कंपोजिट हो सकते हैं. उसके लिए कोई कंडीशन की वो प्राइम होने ही चाहिए. दैट इज रियली गुड पॉइंट. नाउ आई कम टू द पॉइंट. ठीक है, चलो, मुझे थोड़ा आइडिया हुआ, लाइक सम ऑफ यू हैव सम आइडिया अबाउट को प्राइम, but the fact is I have seen student, they don't understand co-prime, and co-prime is a wonderful concept which is very very important to understand, because we have to understand co-prime, then only you can see the application of co-prime. मेरा कंसर्न co-prime नहीं, मेरा application of co-prime है. But until unless you understand, if you will cram co-prime, you can cram the definition, then application of co-prime you will not able to do, क्योंकि आपने रटा है. अगर आप किसी चीज को रटोगे, योर लर्निंग का दायरा विल बी वेरी स्मॉल, क्योंकि आपने रटा है उसको. इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड इट, देन यू कैन इंप्लीमेंट इट, एंड विच इज रिक्वायर्ड. एप्लीकेशन ऑफ को प्राइम इज इंपॉर्टेंट. उससे पहले आपको को प्राइम को समझना होगा. वट एवर कंफ्यूजन इज देयर, यू आस्क मी, आई विल क्लियर योर कंफ्यूजन. सी हियर, फर्स्ट आई टेल यू व्हाट इज डेफिनेशन ऑफ को प्राइम. ठीक है, टू नेचुरल नंबर लिख लो. A and B are said, SAID, to be co-prime if they have only one as common factor. You have to underline 2 point. What is the, क्या क्या चाहिए? नेचुरल नंबर होने चाहिए, and only one. I'm not saying one as a common, one तो सब में common है, only one as a common factor. I repeat, two natural number A and B are said to be co-prime if they have only one as their common factor. Common factor. I give you example. Like I give example 5 and 7. What are the factor of 5? 1 and 5. What are the factor of 7 we have? 1 and 7. Common factor, only 1. Since they have common factor only 1, that's why we can say 5 and 7 are co-prime to each other. I take one more example. 11 and 13. What are the factor of 11? 1 and 11. What are the factor of 13? 1 and 13. Common factor, only 1. Since they have only 1 as a common factor, so can we say 11 and 13 are also co-prime? I give you one negative example, 4 and 6, so that you have better clarity. ठीक है, नेगेटिव एग्जाम्पल ज्यादा क्लियर करता है चीजों को कि क्या कोप्राइम नहीं है, क्या कोप्राइम है, ठीक है, क्या कोप्राइम नहीं है. व्हाट आर द फैक्टर ऑफ 4? 1 2 4. व्हाट आर द फैक्टर ऑफ 6? 1 2 3 6. व्हाट आर द कॉमन फैक्टर? 1 as well as 2. Since they don't have only 1 as a common factor, they are having 2 also as a common factor. 4 and 6 are not co-prime to each other. पहले ये चीज क्लियर, स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलेंगे. डेफिनेशन इज टू नेचुरल नंबर आर सेड टू बी co-prime if they have only 1 as a common factor. There is a wonderful observation. Prime number are necessarily co-prime. दुनिया के कोई भी दो प्राइम नंबर ले लो, you take any two prime number, they are always co-prime to each other. लिख लो, prime number are necessarily co-prime. But composite number can also be co-prime. I repeat, prime number are necessarily co-prime. Prime number जो है वो आपस में co-prime होते ही होते हैं, but composite number can also be co-prime. Okay, I give you example. 9 and 16. 9 is a composite, 16 also composite. What are the factor of 9 we have? 1 3 9. 6 कौन बोला? What are the factor of 16 we have? 1 2 4 8 16. Tell me common factor. Only 1. 1 मत बोलो, only 1. only पे स्ट्रेस डालो क्योंकि co-prime कहता ही हुआ only 1. Since they have only 1 as a common factor, that 9 and 16 are co-prime to each other. वो आपस में co-prime, they are not prime but they are co-prime to each other. I'm not friendly, he is not friendly, but can be both friendly to each other. बिल्कुल हो सकता है. भाई मैं फ्रेंडली नहीं हूं ना, ये भाई साहब फ्रेंडली है, बट हम आपस में फ्रेंडली हो सकते हैं ना. तो ये यही चीज है, co-prime to each other. Co-prime to each other. Wait, some students they are not clear with this concept. I give you one wonderful example so that you will have conceptual clarity about co-prime. Generally we get confused between prime and co-prime. ज्यादातर मैंने देखा है स्टूडेंट प्राइम और co-prime के बीच में कंफ्यूज होते हैं. See here. Prime number as a concept used for one number which have exactly two factors. So you can say like prime number is like that person ideal type इंसान जो सिर्फ दो लोगों की सुनता है, खुद की एक और की. केजरीवाल, मनीष सिसोदिया एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है, एक इंसान के लिए जो ज्यादा घुलता मिलता नहीं है टाइप, which have exactly two factor. Prime number. Co-prime we use for two number. Co-prime concept actually used for two number, means couple, and we have variety of couple. It can be a committed couple or it can be other couple also. But only condition is for co-prime they should have only one common factor. I take only one common factor, like only one common relationship. Common factor को मैं common relationship बोलता हूँ. If it is like a committed couple like 5 and 7, they have one common relation, they love themselves. 5 खुद को प्यार करता है, एक और 7 1 खुद को. So they have one common relationship. आपस में common relation. they have only one as a common factor or they have only one common relationship. So here 5 and 7 are co-prime to each other. But it can be a couple like 81 and 100. 81 is like husband, having relationship with 1, having relationship with 3, having relationship with 9, having relationship with 27, having relationship with 81 also. Factors like relations. So these are the relations of this husband. Then wife say no problem. See my relationship with 1, with 2, with 4, with 5, with 10, with 20, with 25, with 50, with 100. So in a co-prime, in a prime there is a restriction on factor. Prime में factors के ऊपर restriction है. It should be 2. But in co-prime there is no restriction on factors. Individually they can have n number of relationships. But between them they should have only one common relation. दोनों के बीच में सिर्फ एक ही relation होना चाहिए. That is the restriction. So there is a restriction on common relation, not on relation. There is not really restriction on factor. Factor पे restriction नहीं है. Common factor पे restriction है. There should be only one as a common factor. So 81 and 100 are not prime, but they are co-prime to each other. Is this clear? बिल्कुल होगा. Example ही ऐसा है. तो point क्या है? Prime number have exactly 2 factors, whereas in co-prime there should be only one common relation or only one common factor. Whereas number of factors there is no restriction. So it means both number can be composite prime, कुछ भी हो. Here to have a co-prime they should have only one as a common factor. Now we will check some of the questions. We check 25 and 36. Now you check if 25 and 36 these are co-prime or not. Check factor of 25. 25 का factor क्या है? 1, 5, 25. What are factor of 36? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12 भी बच गया ना? 12, 18, 36. What is common factor? Only one. Since they have only one as a common factor, can we say 25 and 36 are co-prime to each other? So what you have to do, agar if you have to check any two number co-prime, you have to check only two things. First, whether they are natural number or not. पहली condition वो natural number होने चाहिए. Second condition is they should have only one as a common factor. Either they have two factor or they have more factor. Don't question. उनके कितने भी relation or don't question, but they should have only one common relation or common factor. बीच में सिर्फ एक ही common factor होना चाहिए. So there is no restriction on factor for co-prime. Clear? Before I give you property on co-prime, any doubt? Hanji. Yes, always co-prime. Any doubt related to the definition of co-prime? If I'm saying composite number भी co-prime होते हैं, क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि they have only one as a common factor. उनके बीच में सिर्फ एक ही common factor हो तब. Condition is they should have one common factor. Then now you write co-prime. Definition I told you, example I told you. I tell you some property of co-prime. First one, HCF, that stands for highest common factor. We will do in detail later. अच्छा, एक अभिषेक ने बड़ी अच्छी बात बोली, सर वन विद एनी अदर नंबर इज ऑल्सो को प्राइम. यस, वन इज को प्राइम विद ऑल अदर नेचुरल नंबर. वन सबके साथ को प्राइम है. रेहान खान ने एक एग्जांपल दिया 90 एंड 96. व्हाट आर फैक्टर ऑफ 90? 1 एंड 2. उसके आगे मैं जाऊंगा ही नहीं. 96 से क्या फैक्टर क्या है? 1, 2 एंड सो ऑन. common factor 1 as well as 2. The moment I have more than one common factor, I will reject. 90 and 96 cannot be co-prime. Is this okay? 90, 96 co-prime हो ही नहीं सकते. Why? Because they have more than one common factor. Clear? No. It means any two natural number are co-prime. These are two natural number, but 90 and 96 are not co-prime. It's not like any two natural number are co-prime. फिर तो पढ़ाना ही नहीं होता, फिर कहते सारे natural number आपस में co-prime है. हाँ, any two prime number are co-prime. ये तो है. Now you write. HCF of co-prime number is always 1. Second point is LCM. What is LCM? Least common multiple. Anyone? What is LCM of co-prime number? बाकी लोग पूरा कोर्स का पैसा वसूल करने आए, मतलब कुछ पढ़ के नहीं आया. चलो कोई ना. एलसीएम क्या होता है? लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल. एलसीएम ऑफ कोप्राइम नंबर इज ऑलवेज देयर प्रोडक्ट. उनका प्रोडक्ट होता है. इज ऑलवेज देयर प्रोडक्ट. We will study about LCM HCF in detail later. Till then you remember this. इसको याद रखना. HCF of co-prime number is always 1 and LCM of co-prime number is always their product. ठीक है. Third thing. Any two prime number, ये पहले भी लिखवा चुका हूं वैसे. Any two prime number are always co-prime. मैंने बोला था ना, प्राइम नंबर आर नेसेसरली को-प्राइम. दुनिया के कोई भी दो प्राइम नंबर उठा लो, दे हैज टू बी को-प्राइम. एनी टू प्राइम नंबर आर ऑलवेज को-प्राइम. एनी टू प्राइम नंबर आर ऑलवेज को-प्राइम. फोर्थ, टू कंसेक्यूटिव नेचुरल नंबर. टू कंसेक्यूटिव नेचुरल नंबर are always co-prime to each other. Two consecutive natural number are always co-prime to each other. Take anyone, like for example 9 and 10. For example 99 and 100. You will say, what about 56 and 57? Yes. Any two consecutive natural number, कोई भी दो consecutive natural number ले लो, has to be co-prime. Yes, always. If any doubt, you can ask me. Let me ask you a question, and believe me, you cannot say, sir, you have not covered. Tell me what is LCM of 99 and 100? पढ़ा नहीं LCM, but indirectly we know 99 and 100 are two consecutive natural number, co-prime. If these are co-prime, what is LCM? Multiplication. What is their multiplication? 9900 is your answer. लिख लो, LCM of 99 and 100 will be their multiplication, and what is their multiplication? 9900. वो तो कभी भी नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि उनमें दो कॉमन मिलेगा. वन तो है ही हमेशा, उसके अलावा टू भी कॉमन हो गए. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, two consecutive odd number Fifth point, two consecutive odd number are always co-prime to each other. Are always. You take any two consecutive odd number. For example, 25 and 27. For example, 19 and 21. कोई भी check कर लेना. These are co-prime to each other. Yes. अभी दयाल कह रहा है सर प्लीज एक्सप्लेन फोर्थ पॉइंट. फोर्थ पॉइंट कहता है कि टू कंसेक्यूटिव नेचुरल नंबर को प्राइम 9 and 10, 9900, 56, 57, or you take any of your choice, two consecutive natural number, without any doubt you can claim co-prime. Now we quickly revise what we have done for the day. आज हमने क्या किया? स्टार्टिंग में आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट नेचुरल नंबर, होल नंबर, इंटीजर. Then I have given a chart. Number we divide in two part, real number and imaginary number. Real number we divided in rational, irrational. Rational number we divided in integer and fraction. Fraction two type of decimal, terminating, non-terminating but repeating. Irrational number in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. Pi is an irrational number. तो ये था हमारा नंबर चार्ट का आइडिया. Then we have studied about prime number. Natural number we divide in three part. One, prime, composite. One is unique. Prime number have exactly two factor. Composite number have more than two factor. Then फिर हम prime number पे चले गए थे डिटेल में. Okay. 2 is the smallest prime number. 2 is the only one prime number. 1 to 50, 15 prime number. 25 prime number. I have given you a table which you have to remember. This is a homework. Then I have given a homework. Remember? ये लोग होमवर्क भूलते हैं. कल दिखाऊंगा मैं आपको क्लास में. Then after this I have discussed one or two questions. Then I have given some concept called twin prime, perfect number, proper fraction, improper fractions, finally co-prime. Still अभी भी कोई ऐसा है जो co-prime को रट रहा हो, नहीं समझाओ. Co-prime means two natural number if they have only one as a common factor. कोई भी दो natural number co-prime हो सकते हैं provided that they have only one common relation or only one common factor. Any two natural number can be co-prime. उसमें prime composite की कोई condition नहीं है. Any two natural number can be co-prime provided that they have only one as a common factor. क्योंकि को-प्राइम जो है वो रिलेटिव कंसेप्ट है. को-प्राइम टू ईच अदर, वो प्राइम नहीं होता, वो को-प्राइम, फ्रेंडली टू ईच अदर जैसे. और इसको अनदर टर्मिनोलॉजी फॉर को-प्राइम यूज रिलेटिवली प्राइम. कहीं आपको एग्जाम में लिख जाए 3 and 5 आर रिलेटिवली प्राइम टू ईच अदर, इट इज सेम. को-प्राइम, these are also known as relatively prime. Relatively friendly, friendly ना ही हो भले. See, I'm friendly, like I'm prime number. He is also friendly, he is prime number. So then we will be friendly, obviously. Prime number are always co-prime. But it is a case where I'm not friendly to you and he is also not friendly, but we can friendly. Composite number can also be co-prime. I'm not saying composite number prime है, मैं कह रहा हूँ co-prime है. They are relatively prime to each other since they have only one common factor. The composite number can also be co-prime. You have to understand concept of co-prime. Don't cram it, because later on when I will take, these are basic thing, but from next week onward, like I will take real concept of number system where application of co-prime is very important. उसके बिना कुछ टॉपिक आप समझ ही नहीं पाओगे या रटोगे. Now for this week I tell you the schedule. Monday we have already done introductory class. Tuesday number system basic. Tomorrow also Wednesday also we will do number system basic. Thursday there will be a break where you have to do your homework or like whatever you want. Friday I will take percentage, ratio and proportion basic. Saturday, Sunday this week break. Next week onward weekly 5 classes, Monday to Friday. इस week में बस Thursday there is no class. पहले week में I take 3 or 4 classes. So this week we have class on Wednesday, then Friday, Thursday there is no class. Okay, online students. Because like you can revise your homework and this thing. Next is next week onward we will have classes from Monday to Friday. Any common doubt? कोई ऐसा डाउट जो सबको फायदा कर जाए? नहीं है? Thank you very much. Any individual doubt? I'm here for next 15-20 minutes. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any confusion, you need any clarity related to prime number, related to co-prime, you ask me. But don't cram. Ratna mat. That will create problem. Ansu under root 2 is not integer. No, you are not allowed to make group. We will make group. ठीक है? See here, if don't make your group, we will make official group for your batch. पता चला आप अपने ग्रुप बनाए बैठे. We will make some official group for our batch. We will share the link of the group through email. By Thursday we will share. आपको एक email आएगी. The email which you have given to the institute. जब आपने रजिस्टर किया होगा एक email दी होगी. On that email ID you get a link of Telegram group. Okay. Institute will create group for you. Don't worry. Any number under root is not an integer. No, there are exception. Under root 4. Under root 4 give you an integer, plus 2 or minus 2. If one prime number and another composite number, they may be co-prime, they may not. एक प्राइम नंबर दूसरे को प्राइम से कंपोजिट को प्राइम हो भी सकता है. जैसे एक नंबर हो गया 5 and 9, एक हो गया 5 and 10, where 5 and 9 are co-prime, 5 and 10 are not co-prime. ऐसा कोई कंडीशन नहीं है कि प्राइम एक प्राइम और दूसरा कंपोजिट हो, वो हमेशा को-प्राइम होंगे. इट डिपेंड. वन प्राइम नंबर कैन बी को-प्राइम टू ए कंपोजिट नंबर और मे नॉट बी. प्राइम नंबर दूसरे कंपोजिट नंबर के साथ को-प्राइम हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी. सेम केस फॉर कंपोजिट नंबर. देखो दो प्राइम नंबर वो तो को-प्राइम होंगे ही होंगे. प्राइम नंबर 1 एंड प्राइम नंबर 2 ऑलवेज को-प्राइम. वन प्राइम नंबर विद ए कंपोजिट नंबर मे बी को-प्राइम, मे नॉट. ऐसा नहीं कि ऑलवेज होगा, हो भी सकता है, मे बी मे नॉट. इसी तरह से वन कंपोजिट नंबर एंड सेकंड कंपोजिट नंबर दे आल्सो मेक को-प्राइम नंबर एंड मे नॉट. डिपेंड, वी हैव टू चेक. ऐसा कोई रूल नहीं है कि एक प्राइम नंबर कंपोजिट के साथ हमेशा को-प्राइम होगा. एग्जांपल लिख लो यहाँ 5 and 9. 5 और 9 को-प्राइम है, बट 5 and 10 आर नॉट को. 5 प्राइम 9 कंपोजिट, 5 प्राइम 10 कंपोजिट. तो आपको एग्जांपल मिल गया. यहाँ पे भी 2 को-प्राइम नंबर कैन बी को-प्राइम. कैसे, मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ. 9 and 16 को-प्राइम है, बट 9 and 12 आर नॉट को-प्राइम. नहीं, ये देखो दोनों में कोई भी प्राइम नहीं है. 9 and 16 इनमें कोई. if both are prime there is no other option, it has to be co-prime. If one prime one composite, it may be prime, it may be co-prime, it may not be. Example 5 and 9, 5 and 10. If both are composite, that also may be co-prime, may not. दो कंपोजिट नंबर भी कोप्राइम हो सकते हैं, कैन बी कोप्राइम, नॉट ऑलवेज। हमेशा कोप्राइम तो सिर्फ यही होगा। यू हैव टू रीड द वर्ड वेरी केयरफुली। इफ आई से टू प्राइम नंबर आर ऑलवेज कोप्राइम, करेक्ट। If I say two composite number are always co-prime, wrong. But if I say two composite number can be co-prime, yes, हो तो possibility तो है, but restriction नहीं है। यहाँ पे हमेशा है, it is always. You have to read the word very carefully. Always, maybe, can be. We will discuss the question which is asked in 2023 prelims. वहाँ पे words बड़े selective use किए हैं, can be, always. हाँ जी, वो बताऊंगा। अभी तो मैंने सिर्फ ये ब्रीफ किया है। वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा। नहीं, बस रट लो उसको। एलसीएम एचसीएफ डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे। क्या एचसीएफ होता है, क्या एलसीएम होता है। I will tell you how to find factors in class. I will tell you after 2-3 classes. I tell you how to find factors of any number. इरेशनल नंबर जो रैशनल नहीं है, पहली चीज। उसके एग्जाम्पल हो गए √2, √3, पाई। और जब हम उनको डेसिमल में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, नाइदर दे टर्मिनेट नॉर दे। अटपटे नंबर, अजीब से नंबर, √2, √3, पाई। वो इसमें होता है, रैशनल में होता है, उसमें होते हैं इंटीजर, इसमें नहीं होते।
You told that there is no common number which is rational and irrational.
हाँ, कोई ऐसा नंबर नहीं जो रैशनल भी हो, irrational
So it is applicable for both integer and fraction and
हाँ,
also for
कोई भी फ्रैक्शन, या तो वो फ्रैक्शन होगा या वो इंटीजर होगा।
and for same also
टर्मिनेटिंग, यस, या तो वो टर्मिनेट होगा या वो रिपीटिंग होगा। सेम, देयर इज नो ओवरलैपिंग। यहाँ पे भी कोई ओवरलैपिंग नहीं है, यहाँ पे भी कोई ओवरलैपिंग नहीं है, यहाँ पे भी कोई ओवरलैपिंग नहीं है, यहाँ पे भी कोई ओवरलैपिंग नहीं। कोई ऐसा नंबर नहीं जो रियल भी हो, इमेजरी भी हो। या तो रियल होगा या इमेजरी होगा। वी डोंट हैव एनी ओवरलैपिंग है। इन कंसेप्ट में कहीं पे भी ओवरलैपिंग नहीं है।